Clarity beats motivation. The communication gap. The simple biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it's actually taking place. I've been guilty of this before, let me just tell you, where in my mind, I think I'm communicating and my team I could tell their body language, they're not picking up what I'm laying down, if you will. So there is an illusion just because words are coming out of our mouth that communication is actually taking place and that there's clarity for your team. So be mindful of that. Don't just speak at people, engage with them. Make sure that they understand what you are communicating with them. So why do practice teams fail? Guessing ownership. When communication is unclear, team members start guessing who's actually responsible for crucial clinical steps. If they don't know something, they're going to fill in the gaps and you're going to have an undesired result. So can you really be mad at them for that? No, this is why training and role playing and drilling and team huddles and all of the things that we talk about are so critical, so that there is clarity for your team to understand what is desired of them. Unclear priorities. Without direction, staff struggle to decide what task should happen first, leading to dropped communication. So a lot of times, if you don't set the priorities are going to the path of least resistance. They'll do the thing that probably doesn't matter the most first, and what matters the most last. So stay away from that. Set time to set those priorities and make sure it's part of their daily game plan. Undefined success. If a team doesn't know what success looks like, frustration, inconsistency, and confusion follow. Most of the time, when you have a team that gossips or complains or is unhappy, it's because of this. It's something that's not understood. They don't know what success looks like. So making sure that you have standard operating procedures in place. So that is the recipe for success, and make sure you have that in every area of your organization. And the power of direct huddles, we talk about that. We talk about having a team meeting so we can coordinate. During our prep times, this is our time to talk to each other, to set goals, to have communication about the people that we're serving. But I want to take a moment here and talk about the huddles. Most clinical teams don't fail because they lack passion. They fail because they lack clarity. And sometimes we get so busy that we don't take intentional time to set the clarity and the priorities for the day. I want you to focus on simple 10 to 15 minute huddle that will completely change your week's momentum. We start that even at the dojo with what our priorities are for the week. And then we check in on those as we go along to make sure that we are on pace to hit our goals and we are achieving the success that we're looking for. We must assume that communication requires repetition, confirmation, and intentional conversation. So I'm going to repeat that again, and please write this down. Communication requires repetition, confirmation that they understood what you were communicating, and intentional conversations. So again, if you find that your team's frustrated, take it back a couple steps to see, am I communicating properly? Is my leadership team communicating properly? And making sure that you have a good company organizational structure and everybody knows who is it that they're communicating with. Actionable huddle blueprint, clarify priorities, establish clear daily, weekly milestones for every single team member. People want to know, like, where am I going and how am I getting there? Celebrate wins. Build rapid momentum by recognizing stellar performance early and often. Sometimes the squeaky wheel gets the oil, if you will, but the people who are performing super well, nobody says anything about it. So take intentional time to celebrate those who are kicking butt. Do that and you'll have great results with team morale, making sure to communicate the positives, not just the negatives. Review goals and KPIs. take physical metrics and practice targets to keep teams highly aligned with what they're doing and letting them know if they're on track and they're moving in the right direction. Eliminate confusion. Address operational speed bumps before they slow down your patient flow. So taking this time in the morning to prepare and communicate on what you're going to do as a team and how you're going to serve your patients is critical. Making sure you have prep time in the middle of your day as well to drill and role play and communicate, and make sure your meetings have times where you can talk about opportunities for improvement. Maybe something didn't go well in the process. Take the time to communicate that with your team as a team so everybody understands that. The standard of high alignment, taking 15 minutes per day. It's a tiny window, but creates big shifts. The simple time investment completely eliminates guessing. We don't want to guess. We want to put in systems that we know are proven, tried, and true and give us the result that we're looking for. Confused teams move slowly. Highly aligned, clear teams move powerfully, confidently, and efficiently, and will create more productivity, better patient results, and increased revenue. Over communicate the mission. This is one thing that I see that's missing so much in the office. The mission, why do we exist? What are we doing for people? And not only that, too, is what is the vision? Where are we going? And what are the core values, the pillars in which your organization operates off of? So I really want to talk about the mission here for a second. Is they need true direction. Your team doesn't need more hype. They need real leadership, clear direction, and absolute operational clarity. That's how we started. Clarity beats motivation, because you'll have people who come in, they're super motivated, they're so excited to be able to do this with your organization, and then that motivation drops off because there's a lack of clarity. So if you have a revolving door, please keep this in mind. Clarity will beat motivation every single time. We need motivation, but if there's not clarity, it's going to kill how things are going in your practice. Over communicate the mission, the priorities, and the deep standards that you expect. Clarity creates confidence, and confident teams produce remarkable results. So empower your team, challenge your team to step up as leaders in their own area. Everyone in your organization is a leader. Watch your practice transform when clarity becomes your primary standard. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. We look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you for being with us. Be blessed and be a blessing.
If this helped, give this video a like and share it with someone who needs this.